Okay, so this is a little tutorial on how to make your own chocolates at home with just coconut oil, baking cocoa, maple syrup for sweetening. This is all from Costco, obviously. A couple latex muffin tins to pour them in, and a 2-cup measuring cup, 2-cup Pyrex. So I've got the burner on the stove here. This is just like a warming burner. So what you want to do is you want to liquefy the coconut oil some first, and it's almost liquid now because it's summer and it's pretty warm out. But we'll throw some in there, and you just want to throw it in until it comes up to the two cup mark once it's melted. So, or sorry, 1 cup. We want 1 cup coconut oil, and we will throw 1 cup of raw cocoa in with that once we get it all liquefied there. It doesn't take too long, but it's kind of like watching grass grow, so I'm just going to pause this until it liquefies. That'll be the next step. Okay, looks like the oil is fully liquefied now. Total elapsed time in this case was 10 minutes. I mean, obviously if you're in a hurry you can do it quicker in a microwave, but anyway, so this is the next step, which is pretty important. So we've got 1 cup of coconut oil. If you're putting it in and it's lumpy and it doesn't come up to a cup, just keep adding it. As it melts down, you'll see what the true level is. We've got a cup. So now the recipe is equal parts cocoa and coconut oil. So that's raw cocoa. And let's just get a nice level here. Yeah, that's good enough. I still managed to get this stuff all over the kitchen. So we just simply pour it in. Move this stuff out of the way. Pour it in, and you'll see that it won't come up to the 2 cup mark once I stir it in. This is dry powder and a liquid. They don't displace the same amount. So just stir in with your whisk. And oh, I should point out that the oil at this point is not terribly hot. In fact, I believe it's, just check it here with something infrared thermometer. It's 78 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not very, that's just a little bit above your average room temperature. So, stir all that in. Now, we've got a level you can't really see because of the crap on the side of the measuring cup, but we're down around here right now. So that's the coconut oil. The 1 cup of cocoa, once it's stirred in, comes down to about there. So then what I do is I start adding maple syrup, and I probably put enough in to get us up to close to the 2 cup mark. So now we should have a total volume of coconut oil, raw cocoa, and maple syrup that is sort of approaching the 2 cup mark. And you got to keep stirring this when you pour it, because what happens is the maple syrup has a tendency to want to go to the bottom. So your chocolates will have all different levels of sweetness. Bitter at the front, and the last few you pour will be sweeter. And then in the muffin tins here, you can put anything you want. I got hazelnuts on this side. I got raisins on this side. I'm going to throw a few raisins in with my hazelnuts. You can put, any type of nuts, walnuts or whatever, cashews. I did cashews. Sometimes the tartness of dried cranberries is nice. Anyway, so that's what we got. So now the next step, and that's the pour. So we got to do it all in one nice uniform step. I got a bit of lumpiness here. I think I might have to heat this up a bit more. You can see this lumpiness. That's the maple syrup because it came out of the fridge and it cooled everything down again. So we got this little bit of lumpiness here, and I'm just stirring it until it all comes to the same temperature and it's liquid. There we go. So now we got it. Nice and liquid. So there's the level. Now, we just do it all in one pour and we keep stirring at the same time. Don't worry about neatness too much. I'm sure if you still spill a little chocolate, you can find someone to eat it. Takes a bit of practice sort of getting this down. And you can pour them shallower if you want small ones, or you can pour them deeper if you want big hearty ones. And mine are all over the map. No real quality control here. And you can see also how many chocolates you're going to get, so you have some idea of how many of these you can fill before you get started. Probably at the point where I don't have to stir anymore. Oh, I got some left over. Yeah, that's more or less it. So now they just go in the fridge. I'm going to fill this one up a bit more. They just go in the fridge and they're done. So it's a very simple procedure, takes no time at all, and they're done in 15 minutes on the in the fridge. It takes them no time at all to firm up. There you go. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes now. One's in the fridge. I got the other one. This one was in the freezer. But now the next step is to just pop these out. And there's your finished chocolates. And now you throw them in a bag and chuck them in the fridge, because they do melt in your hands. Because as I pointed out, the coconut oil melts at 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So you don't want to handle them too much. You could microwave the coconut oil, like I said, but don't get it too hot if you wanted to speed up the process, but that's it. Oh, and the other thing was I tried this experiment. You can throw the hazelnuts on top, or the raisins on top if you prefer to have them on top instead of the bottom. So that's it. Easy chocolates with 3 ingredients: coconut oil, cocoa, and maple syrup for sweetener. Not completely healthy because there is a bit of sugar in there, but a pretty wholesome treat if you're going to have one.